you're born in the trees and then you live out the park. But if you've got a little time, then come and spend it with us, 'cause now you're listening to The Rough Cut.
Hey everybody, welcome down to the Rough Cut Golf Podcast, where you join us in a simulator.
Not our simulator.
Appreciate that. We are at Newark Golf Club. We have myself, we have Sam, we have Jacob, we have Kieran, and this is the last stop on the Head Pro Series. We are filming this a few days out of actually release for a change, because on the weekend and on Monday I am traveling. I am going on another adventure, and I won't be physically able to film a podcast. So we're doing it now. We're doing it now. So, gentlemen, how are we? Are we okay?
I'm very good, thank you. Final day, exciting day, ready to get back to my own bed.
Yeah, me too. Not your bed, obviously. But
I was going to say, open invite.
You're not going to be in your own bed for very long, though.
No. I mean, I do... Jacob has overstepped the bounds of propriety a couple of times this trip, though. When I stepped into my room the other day, and he was having a poo in my toilet.
And he was laying one out in your bedroom.
I needed the toilet.
I think the weird thing is, like, there was obviously a moment of panic because I was in the shower, I came out, went into my room, started like drying myself off, getting myself sorted. There was about 10, 12-second gap. And I was there, Jacob, Pete, I'm having a poo, by the way. And the toilet was like pretty next to the bed.
Well, it's because
So you must have gone stock still.
Well, I was a bit like...
Clenched up.
A little bit. Because you walked in, and because the door wasn't like a door, it was like a
it's like
folding...
a weird bifold thing.
Yeah, bifold shutting thing. And I still don't think I'd quite got it right anyway. So there was like when you go to the toilet in America and there's always like a massive gap.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a crease down the side. But then I assumed when you'd walk through the door, you would see that door was shut and go, someone's in my toilet. So when you didn't say anything, I had to sort of recall of like, Pete.
Help.
I'm having a poo.
I've done a
I just wanted
poo.
to tell you. I know you like to keep on track with my bowel movements.
Oh, man. Well, I've got no choice anymore, have I? I'm part of your schedule now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah, last day, if you've not seen the Head Pro Series before, started in Scotland, taking on head professional at Deer Park, and then we kind of work our way across UK and Ireland. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and we are finishing today in between Nottingham and Lincoln at Newark, which is a part of the world I've literally never been to. I didn't even know it was here.
We went to Lincoln for that fit-in that time, and then we went to Woodall Spa, which is a little bit further over. But this, it's not a place we frequent.
Yeah, I've been to Lincoln. I've been to Lincoln once and had a fantastic night, and that's about it. Me and a friend went. God, when was it? It was a while ago. It must be a good 10, 12 years ago or so. And me and a friend were getting a little bit older, have more responsibilities, you have family and all the rest of it. And we're like, we'll have one kind of like road trip away together, and we'll go camping in all these spots. So we picked all these random spots that we'd never been to. Lincoln was one of them,
Right.
probably enough. And I think we lasted, because we were camping every night, I think we lasted about 4 days, and then we went home.
Oh.
Because we were just sick or tired of camping on the ground.
Valid.
And then we had one day where we stayed in Bath our last night, and we're like,
That's nice.
let's get a hotel.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get a hotel, we got a hostel, and this hostel was 5,000 degrees. There were a load of kids in there staying, and me and my mate had a bunk bed, and I was on the top bunk, and it was leavers for uni. It was graduation.
Yeah.
So everyone was out. We got absolutely steamed. Got back to this hostel, climbed into the top bunk. It was roasting. Anyway, woke up in the morning. My jeans, like the bunk beds are arrayed like around this room. Must have been about 16 beds in total. So
Yeah.
my jeans are just in the middle of the floor, and there's coins everywhere. My keys are there, my phone's there, my wallet's there. It's just an absolute scene of chaos on the floor from one pair of clothing. I've still got my top on. I've just got my boxers on.
But the jeans,
And
they had to come off.
Jeans just had to go apparently in the middle of the night. Just tossed him from the top.
It also dates it as well, the fact that there was coins.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
When was the last time you had coins?
Honestly, I think we set ourselves like a budget for the trip, so I think we just got cash out. And yeah, they were everywhere. I was like, oh my God.
Good night then.
Yeah, it was a great night, I think. Probably.
Well, what you could have done is you could have collated all those coins, take them to your bank account, and spend just £4.99 on the NordVPN account.
I could have done that.
Which is a lovely segue, I think, into today's sponsor of the podcast, NordVPN. Now, obviously, we have spoken about them many a time on this podcast. They've been a great supporter and, great help for the podcast for almost a year now. And yeah, it's Sam, what can you use a NordVPN account for?
What can't you use a NordVPN account for, Jacob? You can use it for protecting your privacy. You can use it for watching sport abroad. You can use it for watching other shows on other streaming platforms that they don't have in this country or another country. You can find out what Azerbaijan have on their Netflix. You know, the possibilities are endless.
I've heard it's great.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Say hot one more time.
Yeah. So if you're watching the AIG Women's Open this weekend and you just happen to be in Timbuktu and you can't find a stream on Timbuktu TV, you go down to NordVPN, you get yourself a subscription, and then you get on there and you get on to Sky Sports, and then you're done.
Now, to take advantage of the offer, we have a 24-month offer. You get 4 months free. You go to www.nordvpn.com/roughcut and you get access to that offer. So if you don't have a VPN, we highly recommend it. And obviously, we highly recommend that you go with Nord, because why wouldn't you? They sponsor us. They've got great taste.
Well done, guys.
There we go. We had a bit of I guess it wasn't really like a celebratory end meal, but we'll call it that last night. We went to the curry house outside of Newark. Somewhat was it? It was
on a roundabout. I know that.
Yes, Asher. Yeah, we'll have a look at them.
We'll find anyway. It was a lovely curry. We had a great time. It was a recommendation from Steve Brotherhood, who was your caddy for the Quest for the Open episode we did maybe a couple of months ago. And we were having a little bit of a chat because a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, I mentioned that one of my biggest pet peeves in golf was when essentially non-Brits win the Open. Now, I'll allow it this year. I won't get too annoyed.
It's very good.
New Zealand, they have some nice courses by the coast, so I'll allow it.
Is it because we also have a portion of their flag?
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, part of the Commonwealth can win. I'll go for that.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
So you're saying you'd be unhappy if Ludwig Åberg won the?
Oh no, I'll be buzzing about it. But don't.
He's going out with a girl from Manchester.
Steer me away from your point.
So
Don't steer me away from a
it's
point.
basically English.
Don't contradict my point already, which I'm contradicting by myself. And I'd say that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, and that kind of brought us onto the conversation of us talking about it. But what we thought is it would probably be better to talk about it on the podcast. So I asked you guys to come up with some pet peeves, and we will break them down and go through those and kind of get a bit more of an understanding of what's going on. Which also is an invitation to you guys to get down in the comments. I think we're probably going to open up like an email chain that you guys can always access to send stuff in that we can react to and read out on the podcast, which could be, a good way for us to interact with you guys as well. But
We should start a WhatsApp group.
we can start a WhatsApp group.
A WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Use your number.
Great, yeah. I'll put my number here. Day or night, let me know.
Or address. If you want to send letters.
Sam, you're at the far end of the table. We'll go from right to left from my side.
Stage right.
Give me your biggest pet peeve.
Okay, so this is one that I think comes up fairly regularly for the amateur golfer. It's kind of a two-parter, but it's more broadly, it's when you hit a really good shot and you get down there and it's not there. Where is it? I hit it in the fairway. Where is it? And in pro golf, they have all these people lining the fairways. They have all these marshals and spotters and spectators. They'll never lose their ball, even if it's in the thickest of thick rough or most tangly of brambles. They will find it. But us, who need the help, don't get any help. And then, more specifically, leaves during autumn.
Yeah, well, this definitely feels like a winter, autumny issue, especially like how high I hit a golf ball, when it hits ground, soft ground, very soft ground, and gets embedded, mine's going to China. So if I'm not finding it,
We're not in America. China's not the other side.
well,
It's Australia over here,
Is
Australia.
Australia, is it? Directly?
pretty much.
Like under Newark. Yeah, straight line is Australia. There you go.
There you go. Didn't know that.
That's where your balls are.
Yeah.
If you play here in the winter. I tell you what, they're not going to plug out there today.
No, they are not.
They
It
are
is
not.
fiery.
Big shout out to all the greenkeepers in the UK at the moment struggling because we are officially like 70% in drought.
Yeah.
So it's getting tough out there. Carry
Yeah.
on, sorry. Coming in
No,
from
it's coming in from height, but like you say, that's a summer. Sorry, not actually a summer issue.
No, it's much better than
The leaves one is probably the biggest.
leaves.
of
Is
my,
such a pain.
it's you, yeah, because it gets under that, or it just
It gets to a point where you get to like September, October, and you're like, oh, I can't play golf for a little while now.
I guess that's even like an extension of not even just like finding your ball or not finding your ball. It's just the difference of like the pros experience and being able to take drops and always having spotters and
They can just
get
hit the
relief
ball
from
and-
everything and all this kind of stuff compared to what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, if that was me, I'd have had to have hit that.
Yeah,
I
they can
guess
just hit
that's
the
all
ball
right.
and not even look at it. They can just walk away,
Yeah.
and someone else will find it for them.
Well, usually it's down the pin
But
anyway.
isn't that like, shouldn't that be classed as a reward though?
What for being really
for
good?
getting to the pinnacle of sport
Oh, we go.
and being like, you know what, fair enough. It's kind of like if you're a fantastic, I don't know, NFL player, say, and you don't have to play on like a snowy December morning because you're playing in a covered stadium. It's like, well, you've reached that level. You know what? Fair enough. Weird comparison,
Hey.
but
Wait for a game in Buffalo in November. It snows.
I mean,
yeah, it's true.
yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. However, but in a vacuum, just in a round of golf, I feel like, well, okay, the thing about that like this, then there should be. I don't know if there is a rule. I feel like there might be. If you are certain that there was a ball, that you hit your ball there, and maybe someone's taken it, maybe it's been
Well,
whatever.
it's like the Scottish Sheffield, wasn't it? When he hit
Why
it
can't I just go?
the
"Oop, it was
standing."
there. I know it was there.
They actually,
And Bryson as well.
I've-
At the US Open.
they do sometimes introduce a local rule. I've played in a pro comp before. It was at Worsley Park.
Oh yeah.
And it was in the winter. It's like a winter pro-am, whatever it was, and it can get notoriously quite wet there. And there wasn't a local rule agreed on the day that if all players agreed that it pitched on the fairway and you can't find it, it would have plugged so you can drop one there for free.
Oh wow.
So some clubs do it.
That's what I'm pushing for.
Okay,
Just
there you go.
hit a good shot, be rewarded.
I'm not.
It's good when you play by yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw
I
it.
was there. It was in the fairway. Yeah.
I
I thought it was in the hole. I'll put it in the hole.
I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure about that. I think the one thing that does annoy me about the professional game in that regard is when you can just whack it into a grandstand and like get a drop
Yeah.
from it. That feels a little bit annoying to me because that is an advantage
Yes, definitely.
in some respects.
It's kind of didn't Bryson kind of do that on 18 at Pinehurst in 24 when he went in? Nobody was really taking driver. He took driver to get it up there, right by the grandstand. And he got quite a nice drop.
There's a lot of pros in
Yeah.
it. So if you next time you see a tournament and let's say there's a green that you're hitting into, short of the green is water,
Yeah.
and they've got a bit of a funky lie, the amount of players who will finish beyond the pin in the grandstand because to get a free drop.
Yeah,
So it's a safe. You've got literally a backstop to kind of whack your ball into.
Yeah.
Like poor Derek, who sat there with his coffee, just watching the golf, ducking every 5 minutes. He's getting exocet missiles fired at him.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of tell when they're talking through shots as well. It's like, oh, I got 180 yards out this lie. What shall I hit? 3 wood.
Yeah.
I think there's like certain. I think even if you close that in tighter and say like when there's a grandstand behind the back of the green on the 18th when there's water to carry and like players know that they can take like 2 clubs more and clatter it in. Like I mean maybe not, but like 18 at the Majlis. Like obviously second shot into the par 5, like you probably having to carry it quite a way anyway. Obviously, if you've got to hit a good drive, to get it around that corner. But I don't know. I think whenever we talk about it, I always think like maybe it wasn't that hole, but maybe it was the time I felt like Matt Fitzpatrick for like 4 days basically just clattered it into the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just took it drops and just try to get up and down.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that situational sort of they give them the opportunity to just get, especially in that moment of like it's the last hole, could be that you need to win the tournament and you can just smash it into the stands behind and take your drop. Whereas if it was the 4th hole or 5th hole, granted it's still important every hole, but like in a significant moment, that ability to be able to do that, you'd get severely punished if as an amateur to not be able to do it. David's
here. David.
Show yourself to the camera, David.
Show yourself. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Sam,
That's like
are you happy with our discussion? Have you got anything to add to that? Do you want to?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
Past judgment, acceptable.
Okay. Judge Jacob, just, Pete, pet peeve?
I think, are we going to like go up and down?
I think so.
Yeah. I would say my first one is the golf ball rollback idea. Or more specifically, like bifurcation. I hate the idea of golf being in a spot where amateurs and pros use different equipment, or have a very set limitation on the equipment they can use. So I always think like one of the very best things about golf is, unlike almost any other sport, you can actually play at the same course, using the same equipment, having access to the same conditions, say, for example, as the best players. Like Birkdale, for example, you can watch the Open, you can go play that golf course, and you can imagine that last hole, Ryan Fox, you can stand on that tee and you can try and hit the same shots and you can try and make the same score as, say, Ryan Fox winning. And what's going to happen is if bifurcation does come in, which is essentially professional golfers, because they're seen as the elite of the sport, and modern equipment making it too easy for them, they would have to use a different set of equipment. It's mostly around the ball, but it could come in with the driver as well. And then you would say, okay, but the amateurs, even up to an elite level, for example, you can use whatever you want.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's guidelines still in place. You've got to fit within the legal framework of golf. But I just don't like that idea that you go from an amateur to a professional and use different equipment. And that James from Huddersfield can't go out and get the same clubs as Rory McIlroy if they want to.
When is that kind of coming in, like the rollback coming into play? Is that kind of, or is it still?
It's still kind of ongoing, because
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest issues that they've got, certainly the governing bodies have got, is manufacturers are saying, well, okay, we supply the equipment here. Like, we're giving these guys the stuff to use, and we've spent years and years in researching how to get the best equipment out there. And now you're saying, oh, we have to roll it back, or we have to come up with a new product. If that happens, you know what? Fine. Because equipment manufacturers, at the end of the day, will be able to adapt. Like Titleist will be able to adapt. They'll be able to do amazing products. They'll be able to kind of, find the best equipment that works within the frameworks, as long as it's everybody. From your elite tour pro to your beginner golfer. As long as everyone has access and knows, like, they can just go out and use kind of whatever they want, and whatever they get is going to be illegal. Because that's the thing. I wouldn't want golf to become like a two-tier system.
Yeah, definitely agree.
And we've got handicaps as well. Like essentially, you could go out there and play with a tour pro, and with your handicap,
And have a good
Be on
match.
the
have a
same-
good match.
Yeah.
Had to beat Scotty yesterday in the front
Yeah.
nine.
This is very true. So that's my first pet peeve. It's almost like a potential pet peeve.
Yeah, I think that's probably, thinking about it, that's probably one of the best things about golf, is that, just relating it to like football, we're never going to be able to play at Old Trafford, Anfield, Deepdale,
Deep Dale. Go on.
Well said.
Ipswich,
Go on.
The Theatre of Dreams.
Come on.
Yeah.
what's it called?
Portman Road.
Portman Road.
Stadium of Light.
Stadium of Light.
Stadium of Light.
We're never going to be able to go and play those, whereas you
brutal
genuinely
shades around
have.
Portman Road.
Where do Workington Reds play? Borough Park.
Borough
Borough
There we go.
Park. Wow.
You know,
What the most nondescript name for a football ground ever? Borough Park.
Area, green space.
Yeah, that might as well be called Pitch Lane.
yeah. But you know, within reason, and you know, there's some that are more accessible than others. Some you actually generally can't play, like you can't play Augusta, you know, probably Shinnecock and all this sort of stuff. But you know, although you have, yes. But like,
We were there. Like,
just the most.
we were there a few weeks.
No,
ago.
I know, but that was an invite. I don't.
Oh yeah, no, vast majority.
Yeah,
golf.
yeah. Whereas like you can genuinely go and play Royal Birthday. You can go and play Royal.
There's not many sports like that.
There
isn't
exactly. Like it's
if
just
any.
crazy, and you can play. Say you're playing the same clubs as Rory McIlroy. You're playing the same ball as Rory McIlroy. Like it's just like
it's because it's one of the only sports where the playing ground, the pitch,
there's different.
It's
It's
different
a variable.
oh yeah, and that's
Everything else is like a standardized
Yes.
sort of space, and the kind of playing at Anfield or Old Trafford or Deepdale
yeah.
doesn't really change the game so much,
Yeah,
apart
yeah.
from the
Deepdale
crowd
changes the
factor.
game. though.
Yeah.
The pitch last year changed the game. God, it was crap.
Oh, deep down.
It was awful.
Was it?
Yeah, they've dug it all up.
Because you set up for your 0-0s every game.
It's true. It's like a big slant.
Yeah.
We've got a tilted
it moves.
pitch.
Tilt.
Always playing downhill.
Okay, what's yours, mate?
Mine is, I mean, other than the open one, mine's one that I think you definitely will agree with me, because I think it's more so your biggest pet peeve rather than mine, is the use of the term hidden gem in golf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Hidden gems are not real. They don't exist.
Okay.
I know you agree
That's
with me.
true in golf and in life.
Well, sure. We can extend it.
It's more, for me, it's more, the hidden gem is the same as me walking past a pub which has a secret beer garden.
Yeah, it's my favourite thing. Yeah.
Big sign, secret beer garden.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, fine.
Or like those ones with the secret rooms, like the upstairs room or the basement room or whatever, but they tell you all
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, tell you all about it. Yeah. It's fine. Like you can have courses which are underrated, or you can have courses which are not as well known. I would make an argument to say maybe in the years past, maybe the past 15 years, say for example, like Wallasey was making that
Don't say it.
Yeah, do see it.
claim of being hidden.
Okay.
In respect, you got a gem of a golf course, and it was, it was not to the standard that it is now.
Yeah.
But that's because they put the work in, they've raised the level, and now it's maybe the best course on the coastline. Arguably the Royal Liverpool.
So
Hard glasses one.
if it came to one where you're in the Highlands, or well, that's quite touristy, like the left-hand side of Scotland, for example, and you just come across like a 9-hole, absolutely unbelievable golf course that no one's ever heard of, you never heard of, what would you, when you're
What would
telling
you
your
call
mates,
it? Yeah.
Oh, don't
when you're
get me
telling your
wrong.
mates about that,
Like,
what would be?
the term does encapsulate perfectly what you're trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Like I don't have an
So
answer
you
to
have
replace it.
an
but
issue with the application of the term.
I think it's more. Maybe there's more for our side of it as well, as that because it's very overused in our space on YouTube. Like it's very easy to put hidden gem into a title or a thumbnail.
I would also say it's very easy for a golf club to say
Claim
We
it.
are a
claim
hidden gem.
Yeah,
we are a hidden
we're off
gem.
the beaten track,
but
and we're a hidden gem.
The thing is also that terminology. It doesn't say what gem it is. Because let's face it, some gems are worth more than others.
True.
Like if you dig up a diamond, you are laughing.
So
Like if you dig up a bit of onyx, you'll be like, is that a gem or is that a rock?
I don't know.
you've got
It's
your
Pokemon.
Yeah.
you've lost us a little bit there, but.
What's a quartz? What's a really low, like David Smart? What's the lowest value gem do you think you can get? Coal.
Coal and gem, is it?
Yeah, if you compress it enough, what does it turn into?
Glass.
Diamond.
Oh,
Charcoal.
Charcoal, yeah.
that's sand, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, well, no, that it's not a terrible analogy in the sense that if you do have a hidden gem, all right, well, make it not hidden.
Yeah.
Like stick stick money into it, stick the work. Obviously, easier said than done. Stick money, stick
Just
the
throw
work
loads
in,
of money at it.
and like make it a shining gem.
Like-
Make it a big glowing ball of ruby.
You wouldn't. Thing is, what you wouldn't do though is say like, you could separate the two words, but like I wouldn't say, unless I guess part of it's part of your vocabulary, but you wouldn't say, oh, that is a gem of a golf course. Like if you were trying to explain like it's a, do you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't say.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just feel like it's only together that actually kind of you would use those words.
Yeah. Okay.
You wouldn't be like, oh,
No, I know. I
this
know what
hidden
you
golf
mean.
course.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. No, I agree with you. Have we ever used a title hidden gem?
Oh, 100%.
Have we?
100%.
No,
I think it's a thing.
we've never used it.
Nah, we must have done.
We've never used it.
Like,
'Cause
what,
of
even like
this.
7
'Cause
years ago.
Yeah, never used it.
Because
Don't
that's
believe that.
because it's you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we would have.
Nope, never used it.
Well, I hope so, because that's impressive. Because even 7 or 8 years ago, where like you probably would have been less adverse to it than.
Yeah, because David trawled
David
through
checking,
the videos.
yeah.
well, just Peter hidden gem.
I'm almost 100% sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well,
Well, hey,
yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, there is an ongoing thing within the office that is slightly a joke of saying like hidden gem, and we laugh in it
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
would never put that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that, but I think Sam said it where he said, well, in all fairness, it does actually. You do know what it means.
Oh, 100%.
But-
It nails it on the head exactly what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but it's secret beer gone. I agree.
Kieran?
So yeah, my two big pet peeves on a golf course is one is pace of play, or like I'll actually that's going to be for the other point. I'll start off with like play through holes, like letting people through. There has been I played golf for a fair bit now, and there's been countless times where you're in a 2-ball and you might have a 3-ball ahead, or even might just have a 2-ball, and they're really slow. Like they're really slow. You're waiting on every tee, and they might let you through in the end, or not let you through at all, which has definitely happened to me before. But just like as soon as you know that someone's coming up your arse, and just like to get on it and to be able to let to let you through. Yesterday we played as a 4-ball, and as soon as a 2-ball caught up, we were like, what?
No, keep going.
What?
Oh,
Carry on.
we've moved.
Carry on.
As soon as the 2-ball comes up, we're like, right, do you want to play through, lads? And they were, they were very. But as long as you ask the question, then they can't. You make the decision. Countless times I played in my own, and I'm stuck behind a 3-ball, and it's always been, they never let you through. Like it's just.
So your
especially
pet
in a-
peeve is not people not letting you.
Exactly,
play.
yeah, and I tell you, America are awful.
Yeah.
What is going on here? America is awful for it. It's really, really bad. Oh dear.
I know why they're laughing, but I'm not a child. So
Is it because I went arse and then 2-ball or something like that? What
no,
was-
you said arse, and then you said something before arse as well.
Your pet peeve is that.
right,
That's Kieran's pet peeve. People doing that.
I mean, hey, listen, it's.
That's one of mine as well. I don't particularly like it either. It's not for
I
me.
get it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's that. I mean, and like I said, yeah, America are particularly bad for it. We've definitely been,
I would love to sit down and have that conversation, or just understand why that. Because I agree, like maybe they would argue back and say, no, we're not. We're like good at that kind of thing. But I would always say it does seem that they are very strict upon like you stay in your position, and you just have to go as quick or as slow as whoever's in front of you. But I think as well, especially like with. I think the playthrough whole thing is more of a issue on more prestigious courses where they have caddies and things like that. Like it seems it's like less of a sort of
Yeah, there's just a
kind of
muni.
thing.
Everyone just moving in
like
and out.
that's your tea time, and that's you would never allow people to play through on the St Andrews Old Course. Like it just wouldn't.
It's kind of that'll lead into one of my kind of points, I think. But I actually thought you were going to go the other way when you started that.
Yeah, same.
Like you were going to go. You know what annoys me? Playthrough
Playthrough holes.
should never happen.
Oh right, no.
As a thing though, I hate them.
Oh
because
yeah.
I always play badly.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
as
to
well,
get
as you
through.
play through it.
Yes, as you
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Yeah, you never play when I play.
No. You're a bit stressed.
Because you rush in and you're like getting through and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because that's the thing as well. Like, and it's a typical thing of like you probably things you would do yourself, but you get annoyed at anyway. Is like, say, if I was the person allowing someone to play through, I would be in my head thinking like, yeah, well, I've let you through now, so let's get a move on to it. And he's like taking 9 practice swings.
Yeah.
But then if I was on the other side of it, I would want to have taken my time.
Yeah.
So it is a bit of a like.
It's one of those, isn't it? It's just
Playthrough holes as a concept feel like it should be done something that is done quickly.
Yes.
Rather than like you've made the decision you're going to let someone through and you're also going to allow them to play at the pace they want.
Yeah.
I
I think that's just more of a like a in your head. You're like, right, I'm getting through them. I don't want to take up too much of their time. I just want to get out of the way and keep the pace. But and then the second one is about slow play, and this is more tailored towards like the Tour Pro game. You know, obviously a big thing with Ryan Fox winning this week, winning US the Open a couple of weeks ago. Massive thing on social media showing the pace of him playing, and literally like they've took loads and loads of swings, and his routine is about 10 seconds. Like as soon as he walks up to the ball, it is 10 seconds long, and it is almost like every single time. I don't see how there can be a way where within a tournament there can obviously, like I would say Ryan Fox is one of the quicker ones, go to the complete other end of the spectrum. You're looking like a Patrick Cantlay or Brian Harman, who they put a side by side, and it's like 55 seconds for his routine. That just shouldn't. I don't think that should happen. Like the whole thing with the pace of play at the moment with the tour game is, you know, it's very. There are lots of slow players on tour, which I get. They're playing for loads of money, but in stuff like tennis, I think in cricket there's a little bit of it as well, where there is almost like a shot clock, where you have a specific time. As soon as play is ready, you are now on the clock. You're on a 30-second clock. I think snooker has it as well.
I think baseball's a good example.
Baseball's a good example.
Like when that pitch clock thing was made
like,
so much quicker.
Yeah.
Just there to be, you know, there's talks of things being stroked and stuff like that. But I genuinely think if like there is this is the
Bloody hell, it's a good day for you.
Wow, you're really on it at the moment.
This is the max time.
It's a nice evening.
And I think that that there should be something where that should be in place, because you can either
give them a good stroking.
Give them a good stroking. So you haven't got people coming at you.
I'd say, or would that make it quicker? I would say I think that I agree. The one thing I don't like, especially in the pro game, because this happened to me, you know, playing in events before, where if you're being slow, your group is put on the clock.
Yeah.
Like if there's a way just to say, okay, so you got Ryan Fox, you've got Rory, and you've got Brian Harman playing together. Mm-hmm. Like it should be fairly obvious to a rules official in that scenario who is actually taking the most time.
Two very quick players, and then
exactly.
Problem is, like, how do you standardise it though? Like, you can't write that down in a rule book, can you?
The only way of doing it is to say in the pro game, for example, is saying, okay, you have a 4.5 hour window to get your round completed. I think for a 3-ball, 4.5 hours, even through a 3-ball, is enough time to get that done.
in the pro game.
And if you're timed across, you are given that time frame, how many minutes a hole that is, whatever it's going to be, and you're told, and you are given the information about how slow you're being, how quick you're being if you're on time, and then there is someone who just says, well, there's an obvious culprit here in this group. If you are over the time, you will be getting the penalty.
Do you think that takes not necessarily a rules person? Obviously, a rules person would obviously do it, but also like your playing partners as well.
Yeah, if it's a group responsibility thing.
That's the thing.
Like,
if it's a group responsibility, then fine. But the reason I think it would have to be more of a rules official is that as a playing partner, when your group is on the clock, everyone will automatically speed up.
Yeah.
And it will automatically put you out of kilter. It's happened to me in events where we've been put on the
Happened
clock.
at the Orlando Championship.
We've been put on the clock, and was it maybe it was the Orlando Championship, but there was definitely
the guy came over and then you got a bad shot straight after.
And that was a weird one because that was like 18th, I think, pretty much.
Yeah, it was like right at the end, and they were like, "Hurry up, lads!"
I was about to hit my last putt, and it was like. But it's happened to me before as well in an event, which is why I don't think it should be really quickly, where really suddenly done, is where I've had a bad hole. I've held. I can't remember the situation, but I remember like losing a ball, looking for it, having to go back, like hitting another one. It was down the fairway, should have been in play, lost it, something like that. But it was my fault that we were slow on that hole, but it just backed us up. And then all of a sudden, someone comes over and tells the group, "Oh, you're all on the clock," and I'm like, can I feel the other guys looking at me like, "Oh, that was my bad. That was my fault. Now, why should these guys have to be forced to play faster now because of what I did?" So I think as a group perspective, I just don't think it's fair.
I definitely think it's something because like it will make it one of those where it will be more. I don't know. I don't think actually will make much of a difference for us from the viewers, but like it will naturally speed up play, and I don't know, just when you're on camera and you're Brian Harmon doing 30 waggles before he hits a shot, and he's been on camera for 10 or like 15 seconds doing the waggles.
Yeah.
Compared to Rory stepping up, within 15 seconds he's gonna hit that ball. Like it's just it's yeah.
Okay. Are we doing a snake point, by the way? Are you going
coming back the other way?
I can do another one if you want.
Which one do you want to do?
My second
Snake
one
peeve.
it's not toothy, but like it's when you're on the first tee, and you're probably going to have to like hit a driver, and there's water right, and then they put a car park all down the left-hand side of the hole.
It is awful. It's absolutely diabolical.
What also they do is they put the car park. They don't put a net up. So if you duck hook it off the tee, you could hit a lady's Hyundai and smash their window. But I don't know. I just
Smashable ladies Hyundai.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it happens to the best golfers around this table, so.
But in all seriousness, though, like when you were saying that, it does seem ridiculous. Like
absolutely,
it's like you talk about some tee shots and you get on there like the first today. It's a tight tee shot, but if you hit it left or right, you're hitting it into trees. So you're still, you're not going to pay for anything. But if there is genuinely cars or expensive, also probably extension of that is I actually really don't like it when you're hitting into an 18th and the clubhouse is like straight behind it.
No, I love that.
Oh no, I hate it.
Closer the better.
I hate it.
Closer the better.
In an environment in which you've got amateurs playing.
Nah, I want it. I want
my
it
goodness.
5 foot after the green, and I want there to be a big balcony, and I want people to be watching.
Yeah.
It can be there,
So
but like if the green stops and then it's just a path and then window.
The advantage of that is if you do that, generally speaking, the clubhouse is insured.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's on them.
Yeah, so
You've made that decision.
Yeah, that's fine. The one that always, oh my god, the one that got me, which I don't think I've ever been as nervous on a tee shot over, is a situation where there's a car park like in range of a tee.
Yeah, no.
And I am the name has got the Welsh course out on the peninsula.
Yeah, I know which one you're
almost
on
lost
about.
the drone.
Nothing.
Neffin.
Yeah.
Neffin. So there's a course called Neffin in Wales, and it's got a few holes which are out on this peninsula. It's dramatic. It's the pictures that are always used to advertise Welsh golf. It's like the Pebble Beach of Wales.
They all look like this.
And you play this incredible hole along the cliff tops. You get up to the green. It is stunning. And then the next is a par 3 downhill, about 120 yards, but it's a 40-foot drop. It's a big drop down. And the day we played it, there's a 40-mile-an-hour wind behind. Right behind the green is a car park for the lifeboat station. And when I was playing, it was full. Like they were on like a training exercise. So you got all these volunteer like lifesavers out there training to rescue people if they fall into the ocean. I'm stood there with a bit of a wedge, which could be a bit bladey, like downhill, downwind.
Yeah.
I think I might have chipped a lob wedge into the front bunker to avoid any risk of it going over. Because just imagine, like, you're out there training and you got balls peppering into your windshield.
So that's to my point of that, like the position that changes
what you're doing.
Exactly. Your shot, what you're going to do for your confidence in doing it. Like
adds jeopardy that doesn't need to be there.
That shouldn't have to matter.
No, and the courses always try and get shirk responsibility for it like they did in my situation. If you don't know what we're talking about, by the way, check the last episode.
Sam viciously attacks a car.
The courses always shirk the responsibility by saying, "Oh, this is all like park your own risk, all that." But then they're putting things up, so it's not only the people who are parking there that are going to suffer for it, but like you say, people playing golf and now have to worry about this extra thing that isn't part of the course. It's just there.
It's all part of the test.
And so they should do everything that they can to mitigate it by putting nets up, by putting extra tree line in to try and just block it out a bit. Yeah, I agree with you, Jacob.
There's a couple of courses we played as well where it's like you tee off and then go to fairway, but between tee and fairway there might be like a road that like goes between the two. And obviously like cars can come like in between.
Yeah.
Like most time obviously they stop. I remember there's, but also even like the one in Boulders in Arizona, there was that tee box that was like raised and he hits the fairway, but like down the drop was like that. Yeah, it was like, and there was like a path and how, like if you duff it or top it or something and you just whack into, I did that. Yeah,
focuses the mind.
I don't know. It's. I guess in some situations like it probably adds, and I'm sure there's situations where it does like look like I say like, Pinehurst number 18. Like on number 2, like I know it's not there.
Pinehurst number 18. Wow, they built a lot of
courses
around there recently.
It's expanding.
It's the clubhouse is there, but it is back a bit, so you're not really, and it does picture it and make it look nice.
Yeah,
you can do it well. Just don't have it sat right.
Not
on the
like
arse
a Lytham. Lytham's quite tight, isn't it? As like one of those big courses, quite a tight one. Thin that, and then you're in there.
Birkdale. It's far enough.
Birkdale far enough back, yeah.
Well, there's obviously the difference. Like Lytham is one that's
golf club.
Yeah, there's one that's like Lytham is like one that's got quite small windows and is mostly brick though, so it's a little bit less scary than just a big glass face. That's just
yeah. So that was mine, Pete.
So I've got a couple. One of them I'm still a little bit undecided on.
Okay.
A little bit undecided on, and that's kind of like, so one thing which I've noticed kind of recently, and I have done this before, and I've done this for a video, is getting smashed on the course.
Yep.
So
was that the Four Bros?
Yeah.
Like the drinking challenge.
Yeah. So did a drinking challenge with the Four Bros, and it was 9 holes. We had to drink a certain amount of beers, and it was carnage. It was carnage. It was for a video, so this wasn't we're going to the club. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Now, when I always kind of think that I don't know about you guys. I've had beers on the course before and had a great time. It's been really good. I had a really fun time. There's something about seeing people or being smashed on a golf course that feels intrinsically wrong.
Yeah.
And I think it's maybe because, generally speaking, I grew up and I wanted to be as good at golf as possible. And I always view a golf course as you're going to go play golf, you're going to be out in nature, you're going to be walking around, and you should be there just to enjoy the course and enjoy the golf. And I always kind of feel that there's something just a bit weird and wrong about getting smashed. Yep.
I booked it out till 2.
Okay.
Someone's going to come in, and are you all right to move anywhere else? Or?
Yeah. No, we're fine, we can sort that out. Yeah, no worries.
So I thought it was like a couple of hours. So I booked it out from 11:30 till 2.
No worries, mate. No worries, yeah, we can shift.
Oh, I mean, they can come in. But
Yeah, no
It's
worries.
all good,
mate. No worries. Right, we are going to...
it depends, because they might go down range for half an hour or so.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll carry on going. If they want to come in, that's fine. We'll kind of shift over. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't know how I feel fully, because it's almost saying, well, people might want to go out and have a great time, get smashed, and that's their idea of a good time. And I don't want people not to have a good time playing golf. But I just kind of feel it. I see it happening more and more and more, and almost being like something which is becoming like a part of golf. And I don't really
definitely a part of an American golf experience. The bit with the music and the buggies
that's a
and
good
the
point.
beers.
Transfusion.
Yeah, because the thing is, like staying around after the game being in the clubhouse, enjoying the beer overlooking
Yeah,
the course,
yeah.
all the rest of it. Great, amazing. That's great. I just think being on the course and being hammered is a bit
It's
of
a spectrum,
weird
isn't it? It's like if you do it
Yeah.
a bit, then it's but once it starts going over the line, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, a couple
agree
of
with
like
that.
social
Yeah.
drinks is lovely, and I don't know, maybe I'm just getting a bit old. Might be a bit of an issue, but there's something about it I just don't quite like. However, that's aside. But the one thing I would add on to finish with is a crap halfway house, or a lack of a halfway house.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, anytime you get to 9, a little bit of fuel, a little bit of energy with some food, a good sausage roll.
It's just, if you do it right, it can be a real selling point to the course and something which you actually tell people about. It's like, I played Smithfield the other day
Good track.
and greens were decent. I had the best sausage roll of the halfway house.
Yeah.
And they were so nice, whatever it's going to be. It needs something to remember by. Like certain courses, like Sunningdale, for example, is an amazing venue.
Berkshire.
The Berkshire,
Yeah.
But it is amazing how many people will say, I played at Sunningdale, amazing course, great halfway house.
Yeah.
Our glass would be one of them.
Yeah,
Our
I'll
glass,
glass them.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so if you do it right, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. If you do it wrong, it can be a bit limp.
Yeah.
And I'm going on based on my dad's club. They've got it's just a hut, but it's right on the night. It's a really nice spot. And there was a lady running it, and she was doing really well. She was just like the wife of a member, I think. And she was doing really well, doing like bacon sandwiches. It was really popular. But then the members started to go there rather than going to the clubhouse for food.
Right.
And then the club, in their infinite wisdom,
Yeah.
said, all right, we're not going to like that. You can't do it anymore.
Right.
We're going to take it over. And I think every time I've been since, it's been closed.
Yeah.
But I think that's more of a catering issue all around the club. So I kind of think that if you can get it right and you can provide that service, it could be great. I always actually think it'd be a really nice thing to do when you retire.
Or just run a halfway house.
If you can run a halfway house.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's very true.
Yeah, me with all my experience of catering. But I always think it could be a really good thing to do. And I just...
Because the clubs, I guess, you almost like rent them. Like they can pay, you pay like a monthly rate or something, or
I'd never thought about that, but that's really cool. I can imagine golf clubs everywhere will see, like you just say, see it one successful and go, "Ooh, I want more
that's
money."
what I'm saying. Like if they get something from it, they like rent, say, like monthly rate for the thing, and then you do it. Then hopefully you both can benefit.
But it's also not a thing. If you think about it, rather than even if you don't think of it as something which is got to be making a massive profit, it is a part of a service of a golf club.
Yeah.
Where you have a building maybe out there, you can build one, for example. It's obviously not free, but building a shed is not that expensive in the grand schemes of things. Now, having bar staff, having kitchen staff, and just having someone run it on a week-to-week basis, even if you just manage to break even on the year, it's a great service to offer, and it's a great thing to have as your club. I just think pretty every course, it's not possible for every course to have one, but there's a lot of courses that could, and they could do it kind of really, really well. I love walking up to a halfway house and being like, yes, it's open.
Yeah, it's the lifesaver of when we film these things as well. Like it's a touch point in the middle where you go, cool, we've got a bit of a
nice little break.
We've got a break here, a little rejuvenator.
I would say to the point where if I've ever been past a halfway house and it's open, I have never not been in, or never not been over to it.
Yeah.
Just have a look.
Literally just to have a look.
Yeah, see what it's like.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We completely agree. That's a really good one.
It's a good one.
Really good one.
that's me out.
My final one is pretty similar to, well, it's in the same arena as Kieran's one, but I have a problem with slow play, but I do have a problem with fast play as well. And it's not fast play for other groups. It's if I'm playing with someone who's just dead quick, and they're doing everything too quick. I'm like, brother, this is supposed to be fun. Calm down.
I agree with this 100%.
Like if they're on if you're stepping up to a chip and they're already trying to put out, and you're like, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah.
It's the one where it's the image in your mind of like there's an old bloke who's just got a pencil bag. He's sat in the clubhouse and he's talking through with his friends, like not how well they played, how quickly they play.
Yeah. It's the old boys. They're always like, "How'd you get on today, mate?" Yeah, 3 hours 10. You're like, what?
It's like,
That's not the answer.
Trevor, no, I got around in 2 hours and 40 minutes this morning. You're slowing up, old boy. Well, there's one. I'm also telling you the Wilmslow story.
That's
That's a 9-holer in it.
No, Wilmslow. It's nice.
Knutsford.
Yeah, Wilmslow. It's a nice course, Wilmslow. I remember filming there with Fryer, and
did you do was that with the really old ball? No,
no,
that
was at what's that? That was at Knutsford. Yeah,
I'm getting both mixed up. Same place.
Yeah, Wilmslow's nice, 18-hole course, really good. And I was playing there with Fryer, doing some filming, and we got out there relatively early. And anyway, we got to about the 16th, something like that, and some people were like catching us up, and it was 4 old boys who were catching us up. Like 2 of them walking, 2 of them on those little scooter things. And yeah, they were on the tee, we were on the fairway. It was just come on. So they hit up, and this old boy, I promise you this is true. This old boy, like on his buggy, drove up to his ball. He's like, "Oh, hi, fellas, what you doing? You having a good time? They're doing some filming." Drove up to his ball, got his club out of his bag from his back, reached over, got out of his bag, stepped off his buggy, hit his shot, got back onto his buggy, which was still moving, put his club in his bag, and was off.
In one foul swoop.
This happened in the space, it must have been 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he was going to like polo it.
That's what I was thinking.
It was
on the way past.
It was semi-polo. And I couldn't.
It's kind of impressive.
It was incredibly impressive. I couldn't quite figure out what was happening. And then he was off. He was gone.
That's a playthrough.
And as quick as he arrives,
Yeah,
That's a playthrough of that.
Yeah. It was just a passing of a moment. Anyway, he went off. And then we got to the 18th. And then we hit down onto the green. We holed our putts. And there was a group of old boys who got onto the tee when we were on the green. And they'd hit their tee shots before we'd left the green. And that's the kind of thing where I'm like, guys, come on. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, that is completely unnecessary. So I agree. Like, maybe just like we establish and some courses do this, they establish a strict time policy.
Yeah. You
Whereas
saw Abergele, didn't it? And it was like free ball, 3 hours 20 on the 15th hole or something like that.
yeah, something like that. It's almost like, your round should take no longer than X.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be like, if you're on your own, you can play normally at about 3:15 maybe, but it should be between 3:30 and 4 realistically, shouldn't it? But it's for me, it's if you're playing with someone, there's like 2 of you or whatever, or even if there's more, and you're like, you're having a bit of a stinker of a hole, whatever, you've hit a few duffs or whatever, and you're there probably 100 yards out, and they're already up there, and you can see one of them's already putting, and it makes you rush, and then you're like, oh, and then you start doing more things wrong, and then you get up there, and they've already finished, and they're stood by the green going, looking at the watch, just like, it's like, oh God, I'm trying to enjoy myself here. I'm flying through it.
Yeah, it's the hand. The one that gets me is always like the hand on the club, hand on the waist, looking down the fairway at you. Waiting to be unleashed. You just can't
to top it. 20 yards ahead.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I like that one. All right. I mean,
we're being kicked
I think
out.
we're about to be kicked out, but that's good, man. That's a good.
It's a good
Does anyone else have any more?
I mean, I'm sure I'd have plenty, but
Submit yours in the comments.
Are we rounding up, or we've got a couple of questions, or do you want to?
No, let's round up.
Okay.
I mean, we've got stuff to do, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we've got the final Head Pro match about to head off. Well, a couple hours, but we've got a lot to do. So we'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't already, please subscribe. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast provider, then by Jove, give us a 5-star review. And of course, if you are going to get a NordVPN, get a NordVPN.
Wow, good point.
That's great. Great point.
Thank you. Yeah.
Put that on an advert.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, thank you so much again for watching. If you ever see Kieran come and go behind you, be careful because he's a good stroke. See you next time.